Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Crusader Kings 2, Habsburg Millennium. Where we last left off, we failed, unfortunately, in our revolt against the Empire. And now we're looking at figuring out ways to push ourselves south into the kingdom of, or into the Duchy of Provence, to be able to form eventually the Kingdom of Burgundy. We're going to need just one more ducal title. We've got Savoy. So I just want to take a quick look. That's it. So Burgundy. We need 51%. We've only got 47%. So we're going to need a few more counties within the de jure lands. We might as well take those from Provence because they're going to be our biggest competitor. Your observatory is finally ready. It is with great anticipation that you prepare to make your first observations. Excellent! I'm excited. Let's get the learning going. And we can probably kick this up to speed 4 because we're basically waiting for a number of things. We're either waiting for ducats, we're waiting for our claim to come in on Forcal there or whatever. Yeah. Peter, buddy, we didn't win. You're stuck, man. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate. All I wanted was just lower crown authority. So I guess what we could try, well, we're not an elector, so we can't nominate ourselves, but we could make a stab at going for the imperial title at some point, I suppose. A good-for-nothing bard, No, I don't think so. What are your stats, sir? You're a patient, diligent, temperate, humble, gregarious man. You would love a bard. He can stay for as long as he likes. Thank you. You've spent many nights looking at the stars in your observatory. It is truly fascinating. There are so many questions to ask. How did the stars move? Is there something strange out there? I think that's the option to go for. Is there something strange indeed? Well, no, I should have a de jure claim on that land. Now that I'm... yeah, we just... Oh, I can't afford to lose the piety or the hostage situation. That makes a lot of sense. Regardless, I don't think going to war for Valais at this moment in time is anywhere near feasible. Unless we can somehow convince the French to join in. But I don't know. That's a pretty big gamble. So, His Holiness Pope Anastasius IV has been swayed by the cries for help from the Christian population in the Kingdom of Andalusia. Alright, well, it might be fun to go on crusade. Really, that's what we're going for? A Dutch... I mean, don't get me wrong, Cadiz, Seville, Arcana, and Courtbras would be a pretty darn good chunk of land to get. It just seems odd that they'd pick it out in the middle of Muslim lands. Regardless, I think we're going to go on crusade here. So, let's see. You, sir. We could request some money for 100 piety. We got the piety, but he's not gonna... We have free investiture, so that is getting in the way of the Pope giving us money. Good to know. We will offer to join your crusade. Alright, so who else is in the crusade? We got ourselves and the Duchy of Franconia. And I doubt we can actually call anyone into a crusade. So that's a little bit, you know, not real. Let's get our guys all mounted up and put together. Observing the stars at night, you have begun to sense some irregular movements. You also notice that some stars seem to appear and disappear at odd times. You need to study this more. There's stars that disappear when I look directly at it? Wait a second, are the French in this crusade too? They are! Haha! We didn't need to call them in, they came in themselves. Well, that's good. It looks like we're getting, yeah, and the Empire's in. Like, we're getting quite a lot of people coming along here. Why did that change? I'm confused. Is it because of that? Well, let's nominate Gebhard and hope the hell he can win an election. Peter, you can become our Chancellor, and for now... No, wait, don't fabricate claims. But let's take a look at our vassals. Because we could probably do to get some of them a fair bit of diplomacy. And I think, first off, Peter here, this would be the best bet. Why do you hate us so? Title claimant, you require the Duchy of Savoy, you're ambitious, you're not quite the right person to have in a you should serve me sort of way. Oh, now it's my brother. He's doing better in the election. Now it's my son. Okay, as long as it's a Habsburg in the first two slots, I'm not really that concerned. Let's get some of our best commanders, except for myself. Although that is a good way to get the Crusader trait, isn't it? Alright. It's a gamble. We might die. But we'll go with it. So we're going up against the Abidads, I think? Just the Emirate of Seville, and then probably his liege. Nope. Oh, okay. That makes life easier. Let's get ourselves down into Toledo. Gebhard is now of legal age. He's become a Grey Eminence. Wow. I don't want you as my heir. He turned out horribly bad. Okay. Who can we get? A Baroness? A 33-year-old Baroness in Castile? In Toledo. So it's you, huh? Well, if she has a kid, I don't know if we need any Habsburg holdings in the middle of Iberia. That seems ridiculous. And she's not, you know, a high enough... I hate to use the word quality, but she's not a high enough quality of princess for my liking. Well, she's not even a princess, she's just a baroness, so... I don't know. That's... Ugh. What else we got here? A baroness is a Danish one. She's ugly, though, so I don't know. There's always the imperial option here. Getting an alliance with the actual Emperor of Byzantium seems crazy, but it might help out. Plus, you know, the children will become Habsburgs, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, we're coming along nicely here. Looks like we got a tag-along army. Duke Gunther of Delphine has decided to team up with us. So I like that idea. Hopefully he sticks around. The research you conduct in your observatory at night is proving deeply fascinating. You could push your studies further, but you'd need to purchase more equipment for it to be meaningful. 30 ducats? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We got the money. It's the joy of ruling two dukedoms. Oh. Stay there for a second. We're gonna let some more crusading armies show up here. 5,000 men down there. Although I guess we got 7, really. So that's not that bad. Now, who are we at war with? That is the key. The whole area? No! Them. So we're not even at war with the Afticids here. Alright, well then let's go for Calatrava. I finally stand before the destination of the Crusades. With sword in hand, I am ready to storm the walls of Plasencia. And I am now a Crusader, which is a very fun trait. It gives you +2 martial, +2 combat, personal combat skill, a church opinion, and the same religious opinion with every Catholic in the world, which is going to be awesome. Castle Biet de Jean, the Knights Templar have established a new holding in the county of Safed. So let's see what we can do for the spread of Catholicism here. It looks like I got a kid to educate, actually, and I don't know how long he's been sitting here looking for an educator. It could have been a long time. Sorry, nephew. It looks like you're a relatively good diplomat / spy, so let's go with the spy. And what's this? Gebhard needs some land, does he? Well, he'll just have to wait. And things are looking okay from a crusading standpoint. Hopefully the French are able to pull off a win over there, although it looks like it's taking a lot of the focus of the Muslim armies. They are getting beat down though. Slowly but surely they're going to die. Especially now that we've got solid imperial stacks in the mix. What do we got, sir? What would you like? You want to give me the position of commander? Fine. I'm gonna make sure... Oh, shoot! No! I want to command my own troops, but now I can't. Probably because I'm off commanding other... Well, I should still put a commander in my army. Damn, what a poorly thought out play there. Okay, Rudolph, there you go. And we can just go back into there. The studies you have conducted in your observatory have convinced you that there are many strange things beyond the known cosmos. There are a few sources, and no one to share knowledge with you, however. But you have heard of a strange old scholar in the Arabian Desert who is rumored to possess vast knowledge of the weird. Let's go! I've decided to institute Kingdom Viceroyality's law. All you need is support. So let's go take a look at that. What that would mean here is that people within the empire, I'm going to ignore it, if they've got a king title, they don't actually keep the king title. The emperor can assign those titles as he sees fit. So, if I were the king of Burgundy, and I died, that title would pass to the emperor, who would then pick the next king of Burgundy. It wouldn't just go to my family. You arrive at the abode of the strange old Ibrahim. After some persuasion, he invites you in. You speak at length, and he tells you of the scholar Abdul the Mad, who knew many things of the strange spheres beyond, and of talking beings that are not human. You find out that Abdul the Mad wrote a book called the Necronomicon, in which he recorded many strange and unholy truths. Ibrahim says that he is impressed by your sincerity and desire for knowledge. He can sell you a copy of the book. He tells you to beware, however, as too much intense study is said to drive the reader insane. Yeah, let's do it! The Knights Templar have established a new holding in Hebron. So they're definitely growing themselves in the Holy Order, or in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. And this is coming along nicely. Let's see how our war score adds up. A whopping 4%. That's not bad for a tiny little dukedom acting independently from his imperial masters. And if we can start sieging down actual objectives, in fact, I don't think we need to continue here. We can just start going straight into the lands that we want, like Seville here, which should boost our contributions even further. Although, holy crap, we're starting to lose some money here, guys. This is getting a little bit scary. Perhaps my trip to the Arabian Deserts and the purchase of a rather expensive book may not have been the best idea. Successful crusade for Andalusia. Jesus has granted King Orso of France victory in the crusade for Andalusia against Emir Thoth of Abbasid Empire. Pope Asturias IV has called for a month of celebration across the entire Christian world. Look at that. We did it. That's going to be a bad idea, so we will just march our troops home. So as someone who's friendly with France, that's not bad, but that's a little freaky-deaky that France is getting that big. Working in your observatory, you are often disturbed by strange noises, uncannily large insects carrying away smaller pieces of equipment, and odd human-like figures spying on you and then disappearing into the night before you can confront them. You really struggle to maintain concentration and get anything done. It's no use, I should give this up. I don't think so. We're gonna fight through the stresses here. We can do this. I'm excited to see where this event chain goes. I've never had this happen to me, so I knew building the observatory was good and there was a chance for this event. Since you've arrived in Argao, we have never run out of troops, and that is a good thing. It's the closest land we own is Savoy, so we can just get back there. And get the troops down quickly. I don't want to go broke, I don't want to go broke, I don't want to go broke, I don't want to go broke. Whew! Okay. See you guys. The book you bought from the strange desert scholar has proven quite useful for gaining new ideas and insights in your studies of the stars and what lies beyond. It does, however, contain some quite disturbing texts and images, things that lead towards a level of understanding that might make one mad. I should leave it on the shelf for now, or should I delve deeper? 200 cultural tech points? Are you mentally strong enough to fight off the insanity that you continually just spiral yourself down into further and further? Yes, yes you can. You're the strange now, but you're not insane. 200 cultural tech points? It's legalism. That tech tree. I don't know, there's not much really going for me other than unlocking more things that I don't really play around with. I guess I probably should, but I don't know, I almost think maybe religious customs would be better just to get the tolerance of my religious vassals up. So let's do that. That's about it. What else can we... It's shipbuilding. Yeah, let's focus on that. Emma's become an elusive shadow. She's actually quite a good candidate for many, many things. The Doge of Genoa. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea, mainly because it's pretty doubtful that she'll have kids from a 69-year-old man. Although, that's always a possibility. However, Sancho, the King of Castile, who is, like, the Castilians are the powerhouse in Iberia now. Although they are sandwiched between France. But I still don't see that as a bad idea. So let's get you going with the King of Castile. Perfect. And we're just really basically taking time down for that. Well, it helps if we actually let time tick down. Or tick forward or tick up. Whatever direction time wants to go, I'm not going to argue with it. Why is the Empire marching around a bunch of troops? Holy Roman Polish de jure war over Brandenburg. So I'm guessing the Great Empire here is going to be going for a strike back, if you will. Great wisdom comes to those who study the world and learn from it. Your studies of the stars and other things beyond this world have taken you on a very strange path. Your learning has increased immeasurably since you started. The stars are right. Well, some more cultural tech points. And a learning point. And we're still going with studying the stars in the Necronomicon? Necronomicon? However you pronounce that? Necronomicon? Yeah, Necronomicon. What a dumb title. Oh, but our holdings. We need all the ducats. Who are you, Herbert? My nephew. Alright. What rich woman can we marry you off to? Princess of Castile? Sure, why not? Let's double down on the Castilian situation. You were finally certain, absolutely certain. There are things you understand now that lie beyond the ken of normal men. If they knew, oh, if they knew, but it is the task of scholars such as you to keep and preserve such things in secret, lest all humanity go insane with the knowledge of its own insignificance. I shall be a devoted keeper of elder secrets. I will hide and dedicate myself to other things. No. Let's go with the mystic trait. Because that's good for learning and stewardship. New bird has arrived. Take her out for a hunt. Rabbit after rabbit was killed. We're having stew tonight, baby. My liege, I have bad news from Argau. My attempts to increase the province levy have met with nothing but failure, and the reason behind this is Bishop Otto of Basel. He's been nothing but trouble since I arrived, and he has used his influence in Argau to hinder all my initiatives. Why, sir? Why would you do that? Position of commander, sure, yeah. Again, although I guess you're a new emperor, aren't you? So... The cold-blooded destrier and the warm-blooded charger amble toward each other, their riders preparing to crush their lances against each other. I watched the destrier crash to the ground with its rider crushed beneath him. Good fight? Are they deliberately trying to kill themselves? A horse, a kingdom for my horse. Gets pompous. I like the sound of that. I'll let my doctor take a look at him. I'm a charitable man. No, I'm not, but I should be. Damn it, I'm diligent, I'm kind, I'm just, I'm brave, I'm humble, and I'm slightly paranoid. Let's help the man who died. Or who has his horse crushing him. Pope has died, long live the Pope. The new bird is almost too perfect. I'm a bloody falconer. Gebhard is certainly making the most out of life, considering he's a Crusader, falconer, mystic, who's done a lot of good things with his life, considering his start as a flamboyant schemer. So, just keep at it, ladies and gentlemen. Why have we stopped with that? I guess... What are you doing? Oh, that's what we're doing. We're getting our vassals to like us. Right. I don't know how or if we're going to be able to get him on board of things. You should go get an education. But I'm looking at this. So Count Peter here is now celibate. He's not going to have any more kids. He's got one daughter, Ida. Oh, she is married. I was going to say, I had a request to get started with the incest. And here's the thing with that. I'm not against the idea. You can go work in the church, Peter. But there has to be a good reason to roll the dice on very crappy children, right? So, like, in this case, if I was paying attention, I definitely could have. But if I got Gebhard and Ida married, then when, what's-his-face here, Peter dies, you know, his title, all his holdings, would go to Ida, and then when she died, all the holdings would go to her and basically me when I die. So it would go to our kid. But I missed that. I should really start taking a closer look around town. Find a bride closer to home who might be able to get, you know, the realm solidified. And it also might not be a bad idea to save up for a new holding in Argyle, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. Yeah, let's get this alliance done. We'll take the prestige, and thank you. There we go. So we got a born in the purple wife of our heir, which will add just, you know, a little hint of prestige. 2 things, I hope. Today my brother Peter asked for a fief of his own. No, you have a fief of... Oh, I guess you're a different Peter. I stand corrected, man. I'm sorry, but the way things are going right now... You know, the Emperor's got Valais. It should belong to us. I'm starting to think Princess Aldonza might fancy me. Daughter of the King of Castile, married to my nephew, but I am not the type to go cheating on my spouse with a family member. I think I should be pretty proud of myself. We can lose the humble trade. I mean, Gebhard has done a hell of a lot. Maybe not in particular for the realm itself, but, you know, you can't argue. He's lived a life. Took the throne when his mother died in the middle of a rebellion. Fought the rebellion out. Managed to score a white peace, so that, you know, he didn't lose much. Built himself an observatory, learned tons about the world, went on crusade, went to the deserts of Arabia to learn about things while he was technically on crusade in Spain. He's done many, many things most normal people, especially at this time, would have never gotten to experience. What ho, sir? A commander again. I thought I was a commander. I don't know how I keep losing this title that you keep giving back to me. Provence is not looking good, but they are much, much weaker. So I think we got to start rolling the dice on this and getting our claims done. So will that be enough? Might have to wind up going to war with Genoa as well. Which is fine. We can go to war with Genoa. Because what's your alliance situation looking like? Duke of Franconia, Serene Doge of Venice, and the Patrician of Spinola. So it's really just Franconia we would have to worry about. Let's pause the game for a moment, and he does have a fairly large military, so you know that is definitely something we would want to concern ourselves with. What do we got? Adelheld, Manice. You can go and get taught by whoever you'd like, really. Or miraculously, whoever would like to teach you. created the duchy. If you're really Hartman the Just, you should give me land that belongs to me. Is there an intrigue I can do to get that? I don't think so. It's all just revocation and killing. What about in here? There's gotta be a way. Let's see. King of Galicia. Maybe one of the French dukes. No, I think I'm gonna go with Galicia here. And, you know, really build up our alliances in Iberia. All right. I think the next purchase will be a barracks. And what do we got? Yep, there we go. Yeah, we sent it. We're good. Perfect. So another Iberian ally. Don't go straight for seduction focus when you marry my daughter. Unless you're trying to seduce her, in which case, good, treat her right. Daughter was born to Gebhard and Valeria of the Byzantine Empire, named Ursula. Maybe it's just because as a child I saw The Little Mermaid, but Ursula is not an attractive name in my books. I apologize profusely if your name is Ursula. I don't mean any slight against it. But I think this is going to be a good spot to leave the video for today. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.